Here with us is Killer Mike, an entrepreneur, podcast host, and musician known as one half of Run the Jewels, along with ABC News contributor and former DNC chair Donna Brazile. This week, former President Trump criticized ABC and made comments about the network's license, which definitely caught my attention more than many other topics. There was also a discussion involving 6 Democratic lawmakers with military and intelligence backgrounds who expressed concerns about actions related to Venezuela, saying service members shouldn't follow orders they believe are unlawful. I understand the legal debate behind their point, but giving such guidance to the armed forces is complex. Trump reacted strongly at first, using very intense language, and later clarified that he wasn't calling for extreme consequences, saying his comments had been taken the wrong way. Recently, some Democratic lawmakers have reported receiving threats, highlighting concerns about online rhetoric and the responsibility of public figures when discussing sensitive topics. Senator Mark Kelly, for example, has been among those targeted, showing how serious the situation can be. At the same time, there's ongoing discussion about the military and the principle that service members must follow lawful orders, a standard already embedded in military regulations. Debates arise when people suggest service members should independently judge orders, as it raises complex legal and ethical questions, particularly for younger personnel. These conversations tie into broader issues around civic education and public understanding of rights and responsibilities, emphasizing the importance of clear guidance and informed discussion in a democratic society. No matter which side of the political spectrum you're on, there are concerns about how America's principles are being upheld. I believe in the potential of this republic, which, despite being only 250 years old, has the chance to be one of the greatest in history, but that requires adherence to the Constitution and understanding how it can grow and be amended. Soldiers, for example, have a responsibility to follow lawful orders and uphold constitutional protections, especially regarding rights like the First Amendment. At the same time, broader societal issues, such as civic education and awareness of constitutional principles, need attention so that citizens and service members alike can make informed decisions. While political elites may often move within their own circles, the working class and everyday Americans experience the direct impact of these decisions, emphasizing the importance of maintaining accountability, education, and constitutional adherence across all levels of society. No matter which side of the political spectrum you're on, there are important conversations about America's role in the world, the responsibility of leaders, and the impact of foreign interventions. While figures like Obama are widely respected and historic in their accomplishments, actions such as military interventions abroad have had complex consequences, affecting ordinary people's lives and freedoms in places like Libya and Haiti. At home, these discussions intersect with the need for civic education and constitutional understanding, especially for service members tasked with following lawful orders. Ultimately, the focus should be on accountability, informed decision-making, and the protection of rights, both in the U.S. and in observing the consequences of U.S. policies abroad, while recognizing that no leader or system is perfect and perspective matters in evaluating history and governance. There are ongoing debates about Haiti's current struggles, its historical relationship with foreign powers, and what responsibility other nations may have in supporting its recovery. Some argue that countries affected by past colonization deserve meaningful assistance, whether through economic support or broader efforts to help stabilize their institutions. Questions are also raised about what the United States has done to help places like Haiti and Libya move toward stronger democratic systems after periods of intervention. At the same time, others point out that focusing only on past actions can prevent progress and that long-term improvement requires both accountability and forward-looking solutions. Returning to the earlier point, the military remains one of the most trusted institutions in the United States, especially among families with veteran backgrounds, while public confidence in other institutions such as Congress, media, and certain religious organizations varies widely. These discussions reflect how complex global responsibility, domestic trust, and civic expectations have become, and how important it is to approach them with perspective and a focus on constructive outcomes. In a lighter, everyday conversation, the panel explored modern relationships and how the dynamics between men and women are evolving. They noted that expectations have changed compared to previous generations, with women taking more time to decide what they want and men needing to adapt to new forms of partnership and shared responsibility. While some traditional roles remain, the conversation highlighted the value of mutual support, respect, and teamwork in everyday life, whether that's contributing around the house, helping with children, or being reliable in moments of need. They also discussed how men and women engage differently with media and culture, from podcasts to everyday communication, emphasizing the importance of understanding, listening, and finding common ground. To bring a warm, relatable close, they turned to food and family traditions, sharing their favorite Thanksgiving dishes like gumbo, dirty rice, macaroni and cheese, barbecue, and stuffing, celebrating how food and shared meals continue to connect people across generations, backgrounds, and experiences. Ultimately, the conversation reflected both the challenges and joys of modern life, showing that while roles and expectations may shift, the values of care, connection, and community remain timeless.